Which one of you stupid little morons has filled Noah's buggy with wood?
That'd be me.
Just wait till Kane comes home. I can't wait to see him. I'll kill him for driving me back to this madhouse.
What are you so uptight about? I just needed something to get the wood to the barn so Zach could chop and bag it. I'll shift it after me breakfast.
You'll shift it now.
Hey, if you want it done, do it yourself. You've not lifted a finger since you got here.
Shadrach has not lifted a finger to help in his whole life.
Oh, you're wrong there. Him and Zach are going round collecting slung-out Christmas trees. Be enough to start a little firewood business, earn a few quid.
Really? Well, why didn't they use the wheelbarrow?
Because that's full of pig. I know who's going to buy wood with that smell.
That buggy is for my kids, Shadrach.
Oh, don't worry, love. I'll soon clean it up.
No, you won't. You're just out of a sick bed. Let her do it. The bit only contribution she's made to Dingle economy since she's been here.
Right, that's it. Family comes first. Everyone's put something in the pot apart from you.
Right. Fine. There you go. Please, can I have some breakfast now?
All right. There's not much left. Hungry as horses they were this morning, but I'll see what I can put together. Hey, you can wash up after.
Devil makes work for idle hands.
Hey, this one on Pollard's quite good.
We're supposed to be discouraging that sort of thing.
Hey, if we waited around all day, we'd never catch him. Mind you, might be worth to stay away from the station. Kiesel was in a right mood this morning.
Yeah.
Thank you, lucky stars, but not on CID.
Never mix work with pleasure.
But always maintain good relations with the public. Hiya, gorgeous.
What have I done now?
Brightened my day. Do you want a lift in the village?
We're not running a taxi service.
Oh, come on, where's the arm in it?
Yeah, my first time in a police car without being on a charge.
Glad to see you're a bit more cheerful today.
Finally see some light at the end of the tunnel.
Must be good, this solicitor you found.
The best.
Reckon you can get trading standards off your back?
I'm hoping you'll find some legal way to scupper Edna's petition too. Then I shall be up and running.
Oh, that'll be the book I ordered. Oh, I love a good murder mystery.
Got one of our own in the village.
Yeah, did you see Alan on the telly?
Oh, yeah. It's true what they say, isn't it? The camera really does put pounds on you, unless you got the bone structure of my Donna. Do you feel sorry for him, though? Shelley long dead. I reckon Steph cut her up into little pieces and threw her out to sea.
Oh, fish food. It's like Lady Antonia in Murder at Manor Farm. Of course, that was piranhas.
Emmerdale on CBC will be right back.
Miracle is I got a few days in bed. Normally nobody notices if I'm poorly in this house.
Get the kettle on, Chaz. Bit of toast would be nice.
Yeah? Well, why don't you do it yourself? I'm not here to be your personal maid, you know.
No, you came here because you'd nowhere else to go, eh?
I came here because of Kane's lies.
Yeah, whatever. You might be used to living in the lap of luxury, but them days are over. And while you're here, you'll muck in with the rest of us.
Yeah, you know when you're down on your luck when you wait to the smell of Shadrach.
Well, if it offended you that much, why didn't you help Chaz and Emily with the housework?
How come none of the blokes ever do any housework?
Oh, I gave up on that years ago, love. Look, we're not going to get anywhere by squabbling. Let's just make the best of things, eh?
Yeah, well, it'd be a lot easier if she stopped moping about what she's lost and started being grateful for what we're doing for her.
Yeah, because I'm really lucky, me, aren't I? I mean, coming back here is like winning the lottery, isn't it?
Well, there are some things you should appreciate. What about Lisa doing Noah's washing?
Yeah, I know. I know, thanks, Lisa.
Oh, it's all right, love. I know you had a bad night.
It's not even you I'm angry with, it's Kane. Look, I'll tell you what, why don't I take you all to Woolley, eh? For a pint. I mean, it's about time I started showing my face to the world again, isn't it?
Well, now you're talking.
Once more around the village and turn the siren on.
Will you get her out of here?
Kiesel! What? Get down on the floor, get out of sight. Good morning, sir.
What's good about it?
If the duty officer hears about this, I'm telling him it was all your idea.
Can I get up yet?
Give it a minute.
After a drink or help with your inquiries?
It's inquiries that have driven me to drink, but since I'm still on duty, better be an orange. We got any crisps or nuts out?
Ready salted or dry roasted peanuts, salt and vinegar, or cheese and onion crisps?
Emmerdale.
Which?
All of them. Comfort food. I always snack when I'm depressed.
What's getting you down?
My job was hard enough without one of my witnesses going on TV to ask for the victim to come home.
Well, thanks. It's been fun. Must do it again.
I'm sure I'll pass across again soon.
Been a naughty girl?
I think that's what Den was hoping.
Fancy him?
I wouldn't say no.
Or reckon your family wouldn't be too keen?
Well, if I let them choose me blokes, I really would be in bother.
Come on, I'm parched.
Right. This is our local. We've as much right in here as they have.
Besides, if you leave now, it'll look like you've got something to hide.
Just get the drinks in, will you?
So sorry to hear about your wedding, Mrs. Tate.
Oh, yeah, I bet you were. You know, it must be embarrassing to realise that she's better at framing people than you.
I'm surprised Kane's not with her.
Don't upset yourself. You know, maybe we should leave.
No way. They're not driving us out of here.
You'd have thought she'd have called straight away, wouldn't you? I mean, that's if she saw it.
Well, even if she didn't, it would have set other people thinking, you know, we're looking for her.
Yeah, if she's still out there.
She must be. I mean, surely they would have found her body by now.
Yeah, I suppose we must believe that. It'd be too hard to face the thought that she was, you know.
Mexican standoff.
I just don't want any trouble.
Why? Our family know how to behave, you know.
Like in the church.
We were provoked.
Which is bound to happen again. You ought to get that fella of yours over.
What fella?
She's got the hots for a copper.
Wrong. He's after me.
Whatever, I still think we're in need of some muscle.
About time you showed your face. Right, you can start by putting things right and telling Tom it was all a pack of lies.
Well, I'm sure your husband isn't interested in anything I've got to say.
It's not my husband, though, is he? Thanks to you and that scheming cow.
Leave my wife out of this.
I wish I could, darling, but she started it, right?
But it's not finishing in here. One sniff of trouble and you're out.
Thanks, Diane. I've just come for a quiet drink. I'll have a pint of lager, please.
Are you sure you've got time for that?
Look, I don't know what you're going on about. I've just been away. Last thing I knew, there was going to be a wedding.
More like World War III.
Yeah, on account of some photographs of you with the bride.
Oh, as if you didn't know. You set me up, Kate!
I've warned you!
Look, Brad, that's enough! Right, now don't think of buying us, because we're going anyway. Come on.
I'm just going to get...
No, come on! Come on!
Count yourself lucky you didn't marry into that lot.
Shut up! Just back off, sweetheart, because you don't want to upset me, all right?
You just
Shut up, because I haven't done anything, all right?
You just...
No, it's not my fault. Let me find out. A little secret, is it, eh?
It's no secret, you're lying!
Oh, that's
I'm not lying, all right? It's you! You're the one who's lying, not me!
Yes,
You're gonna get to the bottom of this!
Shut up!
Right, come on, get her in the back!
Get off me!
Let's get in!
Talking about Heartland.
A lot of horses.
The drama that's been going on so far has just been awesome.
It feels like home.
Just a great show. It brings the family together.
Go on! Admit it! You sold me out!
I don't know what you're on about.
Kate, you've ruined my whole life!
But you don't need me to do that, because you always mess things up for yourself.
Look, we're never going to get this sorted out if everyone keeps shouting. I can't hear myself think here.
Look, you both get a chance to have your say, but can we have it one at a time so that we can make our own minds up?
I don't have to justify myself to you lot.
Oh, yes, you do. The whole family was shown up in that church, and I want to know why. Now, she says that you sold her out. That Sadie paid you to frame her.
Well, that's a lie.
You knew she'd set up that photographer. That's why you went and kissed me.
Was there something going on between you and Sadie?
Oh, maybe she fancies me. Most women do.
Oh, in your dreams.
But I wasn't interested. I was too busy getting back with Charity.
You were not! You were broke, Kane. Out on your backside, and then suddenly, out of nowhere, you get some money, don't you? And then you conveniently disappear just in time for the folks to turn up and blow my wedding! You know what, Zach? If you really mean what you say about family, he has got no place here. You should be throwing him out.
Thought they might still be fighting out here, but Well, they've obviously gone home.
Shows it was just a lover's tiff.
I think I'll go for a little walk.
Are you all right?
Yeah. Just need a bit of fresh air.
Do you think I should go with him?
Nah, give him some space. He's bound to feel awkward after she made such a fool of him.
You sound like I feel.
Yes, I've had a bad day.
I've had a few of those lately.
Well, I was hoping to have moved on by now. And I would have done if I could have found a buyer for this place.
So where did you get the money to pay off your debts?
I did a little job.
For Sadie King.
Look, let him have his say.
They were a break-in.
What breaking? Where?
I'm not going to give you the details, am I? You'll probably shock me.
Oh, are you going to let him get away with this rubbish?
Well, I told you.
Look, that still doesn't explain why you went away.
I were gutted, right? When me and Charity started up... I didn't realise it was just another one of her games. I wasn't going to stick around watching her getting married, was I? That's all I've got to say.
There is this local woman, Edna Birch, who's been drumming up a petition against me. All lies, of course, but sometimes, unfortunately, mud sometimes sticks. I was wondering if there was any legal way you could stop her.
There are legal ways to do most things, Mr. Pollard.
Excellent. And I can leave it in your good hands.
There are more important matters to be settled first. You are aware of the implications of the Trading Standards case.
That was Stephanie Stokes' fault.
But you were in partnership, which gives you certain responsibilities. Are you saying you never had the slightest inkling that what was going on was illegal?
I guess I'm just too trusting.
Well, that could prove quite costly.
How costly?
Well, if Trading Standards get a guilty verdict and then go ahead with the proceeds of crime investigation and a confiscation order, then you'll be left bankrupt. End of story.
Well, you better make sure that she carries the can.
Do our best, Mr. Pollard.
Good.
Sometimes people do the right thing for the wrong reasons. Or the wrong thing for the right reasons, I'm never quite sure which.
How do you mean?
Well, me and Charity. It was never going to work out. I know that now.
Well, you seem pretty keen on her till all this blew up.
No, she's a feisty young lady. Knows what she wants. Life would never be boring with her around, I can tell you that.
Yeah, shame she let you down.
Well, I guess it was always going to end up the way it did. Folk trying to warn me about what I was taking on, but I wouldn't listen. I've never been much of a listener. That's how I ran my business. Gut instinct.
This time your instinct let you down.
Maybe. I'll never know this whole story. But I'd like to feel that my family did what they did to save me from myself.
It's good to have somebody stick by you. When it came to the crunch, Pearl and I didn't have as many friends as we thought.
You still got each other. That's what's important.
Right. But it's still hard to forget what people said and did. That's why I think it's best if we make a fresh start somewhere else.
I might be able to help you there. I've been thinking about building up my property portfolio. Your little house might just fit the bill.
Yes, well, I have no further comment to make, thank you. Right, bye.
Another sighting?
In Portugal. Someone came back from holiday and called courier.
Well, she always said she wanted to move to Europe.
Yeah, but apparently she was in the company of John Lennon, so I think we can discount that one.
Well, even if 99% of the calls are cranks, Alan, that other 1% could be a vital clue.
Yes, that's the way I see it.
One should always hope for the best. But perhaps we should also be prepared for the worst.
You think she's dead?
I can't believe that Steph's a murderer. I'm sure that Shelley's out there somewhere.
I don't know who to believe. Trouble is, I can't trust either of them.
She seemed happy enough with Tom. She wouldn't risk it all so close to the wedding.
If it was anyone else. But her and Kay never had a thing for each other ever since they were kids.
They can't live together, but... well, they can't stay apart either.
Unless she's telling the truth, maybe he did take a bribe from the Kings.
That's the last thing I want to believe. I know Arcane's a devious little thug, but surely no son of mine could shell out on their own family.
He'd never risk it with Debbie. She'd never speak to him again if she knew.
Yeah, and he really does care about Debbie. Are we saying that we believe him, then?
Oh, I don't know, Zach. From where I stand, it's still too close to call.
I've always liked men in uniforms.
Oh, me and all. Hey, do you remember when them squatties were base near us?
I think the less said about that, the better.
Here comes your latest, Mother. Take more than a uniform to him remotely attractive.
Be surprised, he's got hidden depths.
Scotch, please, Diane. I get a large one, will you?
How did the power lunch go?
Have you managed to persuade Len against moving?
No, but I've done the next best thing. I've persuaded all the potential buyers that they don't want the place. And if I can keep it up long enough, well, he might decide to stay.
I can't say I approve of you deceiving him, but 'tis in a good cause.
I intend to use every means at my disposal.
Hey, I've got some great news.
Don't tell me you've got that car started.
No, it's better than that. Tom King. He's making an offer on the house.
Alan thinks Shelley's alive, you know.
I imagine that anyone who's seen him on TV must be aware of that by now.
Yes, well, you're not going to convince him different until you turn up that body.
We'll find it.
Not if she's soaked it in a vat of acid. Like in the Scarlet Orchid.
Lover of murder mysteries, are you?
Oh, yeah, you want to try it. Might give you a few tips.
Yeah, well, call me old-fashioned, but I prefer conventional policing.
Nah, you don't know what you're missing. 'Cause I think that Steph had an accomplice, you know, like in Caribbean Adventure. Oh, it's amazing what them witch doctors can do.
I'm inclined to believe this case is rather less exotic.
You shouldn't have such a closed mind, love. 'Cause once you have eliminated all that is likely, the improbable is the only answer, Dr. Watson.
Indeed.
Emmerdale will be right back.
How could you do this to me?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Come on, Zach and Lisa aren't even here, are they? There's no need to lie. Go on, how much did she pay you?
Enough.
Just about sell anybody out, wouldn't you? How much would you charge for Debbie, eh?
You just leave her out of this.
We can't though, can we? She needs to see what her dad's capable of.
You wish. It's your word against mine. There's nothing you can do about it.
Dad, I've been worried about you, taking off like that without a word.
Yeah, well, I had a bit of business to see to, didn't I?
Yeah, well, why don't we tell her about your little bit of business?
Oh, should have known you two get each other's throats again.
Loving one minute, fighting each other the next. Should be used to it by now.
Yeah, except this time it was one big fat lie to line his pockets, Debbie. Listen to me, darling, I want you to see him for what he really is, because he has wrecked my life and I don't want him doing the same to you.
Don't listen to her, Debbie. She always blows hot and cold, you know that.
You've got a visitor, love.
Well, I hope you're bringing good news.
Not exactly.
Hasn't there been any response to Alan's appeal?
Wouldn't say that. There's been a lot more crank calls than normal.
But you're no better off.
From where I'm standing, things look considerably worse. It would have been helpful if you discussed your appeal with me before appearing on television, sir.
I don't see why. That was a personal thing.
There's only ever been one conviction for murder without a body. So naturally enough, we've been making every effort to find Shelley, alive or dead.
I can try too.
In English courts, the Crown has to prove the defendant guilty. The defence only has to prove reasonable doubt.
Your point?
Mrs. Stokes told you she got rid of Shelley and could get rid of you just as easily. Now, I think that might have weighed heavily with any jury until you appealed for the victim to come home in front of about 2 million people. Now, I reckon that any defence counsel worth their salt could argue that even my best witness has got reasonable doubt now.
Why do you two keep doing this to me? I was better off when I didn't know who my real parents were. You don't need a daughter, you need a referee.
I thought you'd be happy about me and your mum getting back together. I thought that's what you've always wanted.
Oh, excuse me while I throw up. Is there any lie you wouldn't sink to?
Is there any rich old man you wouldn't sleep with?
Just shut up the pair of you. Has it ever occurred to you that I've got needs? That some people have mums and dads they can turn to when they've got troubles, not selfish pigs like you.
You can always come to me, sweetheart.
Yeah, until the next millionaire comes along.
Well, at least I always tell her the truth.
I don't need either of you.
Look, Debbie, hang on, just wait. Look, I know I've been a lousy dad, and I don't blame you for being angry, but I'm just trying to make things right. That's why I wanted to put the family back together, and that's why I wanted to give me and Charity one last try. It's all for you.
Is that the truth?
I'm alive.
I'm sorry I didn't discuss it with you, Inspector, but nothing that you could have said would have stopped me making that appeal.
Even if it makes it harder to win the case.
But this has nothing to do with winning or losing to me. This is to do with Shelley and the happiness that we should have had. I didn't think I could fall in love again at my age, but can you imagine what it feels like, not knowing whether she's alive or dead?
I'm sorry to be blunt, sir, but everything points to her having been murdered.
This may be. But as long as there's a glimmer of hope, I must keep trying to find her.
I understand how you feel, sir. I'm doing my best for Shelley too. I want justice for her. But if her murderer walks free from that court, then we'll both have let her down.